Top, top, top. What is good, y'all? This is Getting in the Green for Strangers. It is I, Daryl. Story with me on this 24th day of the first month of the year 2022. Corey, what's good with you, brother?
And not much, man. Good week of sports. Good weekend of sports.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, man. It was good all around.
I can dig it, man. Let's talk about it. I mean, this is an NBA show, but there was some good sports on, man. Good sports on. Good sports. Football. Dogs was barking, and it was the year of the kicker. For the exception of the Kansas City game, bro. I think all the kickers won the games, right?
Yep.
Away teams, so they were all dogs, came in and beat these home teams by field goal, I believe. There was something going on, man. That game last night was crazy, though, bro.
Oh, that was the best. I mean, that was pretty much should have been the Super Bowl. They're probably the two best teams. And yeah, man, they put on a show.
Is Gabriel Davis getting paid?
No.
200
Gabriel,
yards, bro.
man. He had his game though.
Yeah.
But no, he's not getting paid. There's too much body of work to know that he can't repeat that performance.
Got you. I thought his stock rose in that game. You see that little quick, what was it? I don't know if it was a poster. It definitely wasn't a slant. But did you see that? Well, no, we was texting about it, man. You saw the speed on Tyreek, man, after he made that catch, bro.
Oh yeah, the rest of those guys
Jesus.
look like
What now, Corey? I know you have a running background, right? Could you dissect that for me? Like, what did you see when you saw that? You saw those cornerbacks have angles, and all of a sudden it's like, I got him, I don't got him, I don't got him.
It looked like in Madden when you just switch in defenders and your guy stops every time you switch over to him and you just get smoked down the field. It's just one of those things, man. He fast twitch muscles are on a different level, and there's nobody. I mean, there's only a handful of guys, period, that are that fast, and they're definitely not playing defense for the Bills. We know that. So, yeah, I mean, it looks real bad too when you give that guy space.
Never seen anything. Well, I mean, I've seen it, but just to see how that guy's acceleration, bro, it's amazing. Never seen acceleration like that. Never seen acceleration like.
All right. Looks like we lost Daryl.
All right. Technical difficulties on a Monday. We'll see if we'll grab Corey back into this. Looks like lost our Wi-Fi. We might have to send an invite to Corey again. Yeah, that absolutely was a mess. Absolutely was a mess on the Bill side. They kind of stunk it up, if you want to call it that. They stunk it up. All right. I am going to give 2 seconds to see if I can get Corey back in here. But yeah, we had a little technical difficulties. It's the birds. That's what happened. Let's see if we can get them back. There we go. Monday, man. More problems on Mondays. I'm sorry about that, Corey.
That's all good.
Difficulties cut us out. But yeah, so you did see the Chiefs won that. They won that game. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Man, I think the Rams get it done. I know they haven't beat the Niners, but I think they get it done here at home. I don't know, man. We saw Cincinnati just beat the Chiefs a couple weeks ago.
Right.
You got to feel like Mahomes is dialed in on another level right now. I think it's Chiefs. Chiefs Rams in LA should be a good one.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense, man. I think the stat for that is basically this would be the first time that you've had the divisional championship, right? And the Super Bowl in the same stadium.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So if the Rams win, man, yeah. It's gonna be some partying in LA. And you went to the fights over the weekend, man.
Hey, they were good, man. Good, real good UFC fights, top to
Yeah,
bottom on that card.
yeah. You know, I was excited for the Cyril Gahn fight, but just walk me through that experience real quick before we get into about last night. How was that experience? Which fights stuck out to you? What did you like?
I mean, Mexico was out in full, so anytime you had a Mexican fighter in that arena, it was just a different level of energy, man.
I just like his style.
Yeah, I mean, from the opening, I mean, even Gomez in her fight, she had the crowd behind her, man. They were hyped. There was some great fights. And then you get towards the main events, man. And yeah, I mean, Figueiredo got it done. And Ngannou just really hurt the UFC right there with that win, man. All their negotiating power is gone now.
Really?
You can't lose this guy now. He's the heavyweight champ of the world.
Right.
Um, you know, Dana White was not happy about how that one played out, but it looked like Gon took that same approach he always takes, which is kind of annoying to watch, where he just wants to kick from the outside. I'm going to win these on the card. I'm the more skilled fighter. And then all of a sudden, he wasn't the most skilled fighter in the octagon anymore. And it's crazy though. 2 of the judges gave him rounds 1 and 2.
Interesting.
So going into the 5th round, he was tied. All he had to do was win the 5th. He didn't need the finish. So instead of going for that knee bar, he could have just laid on top of him.
Wow.
So pretty crazy to think somebody gave him round 1, but yeah, man, good fights. Energy was good in Anaheim.
Yeah.
The stars were out, man. Dwayne Wade was there.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them. They had their roundabout picture. So yeah, it was
Tyson, Wade. Yeah, they had a good showing. Fights were great, man. High energy. So it was definitely a good card to be at.
First time I saw Gon get taken down the way he did so easily. That's funny. Like no fighter's ever done that to him, bro.
Oh, and he held him too. It's a lot of weight to get off of you, man.
Yeah.
You might not be skilled down there, but he knows how to throw his weight into your body and make you hold him. So even when they're against the cage, man, he does a really good job just wearing on his opponents.
Maybe it was the bright lights. I don't know. Maybe it was the fact that Ngannou is very familiar with Gon. So I don't know. It was just a different Gon fight to me. Maybe he was just more cautious, if anything. And to your point, just thought he could win by his technicality. So I don't know, man. But yeah, the fight was a little different than I thought it would be. I thought somebody was going to get knocked out. I really did. So we will see, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Ngannou. He does have the leverage right now. You got to pay him. I think something said that he got paid $300K in Bitcoin for that fight.
Yeah, I think he took it, in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I will say though, man, you're not boxing Tyson Fury.
You better not.
You couldn't outbox Cyril Gahn.
Yeah.
You have to take him to the ground. Tyson Fury will destroy him. So
yeah, he will.
Might want to pump the brakes on those boxing aspirations he's got, but
yeah,
I'm all for it. Pay the guy more to do what he does in the octagon.
Pay him
more. Other sports, man. It didn't look good. His boxing was not crisp at all. Had he not had the advantage on the ground all of a sudden, he would have lost that fight.
Yeah. Well, he said he knew he was going to have to grapple, right? I think in his post presser, he was talking about that. Those knee braces were a thing. Never had knee braces before. Surprised the legs weren't attacked as much, or even more, rather. I don't know. That one was. It just seemed like bad game planning on Gon's side. So we'll see, man. We'll see what's next and in store for Ngannou at this point? Because I think Derek Lewis is 3, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, these guys need to run it back before anybody else gets a shot at them. Like
Right.
we've
No,
seen, we've seen the rest of these guys try to fight these two. It's just a different level for them.
yeah.
Yeah, you got Lewis, you got Rosenstruck, you got Stipe still in the mix. I mean, we've seen it. These are the two best athletes in that division right now.
Hmm.
Keep fighting until somebody else steps up. So we'll see, though. They got a long ways, contracts. Heavyweights only fight once every 6 months, best case scenario.
Right. Right.
So we got some time on that. We'll see.
All right, man. We will see about last night. All right, first game on the slate that we had last night, New York Knicks. That was an early game. Clippers at the Knicks. That score was 102-110. RJ Barrett went off a little bit. Smaller forwards there. Boston goes in and just routs Washington 116-87. Lakers, that game was a lot. I just say this about the Laker game. They got smacked. You saw them try to come alive in the second half. It got real close, but nope. Close, but no cigar. LA loses 107-113. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Orlando beats Chicago 95-114. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Portland beats Toronto 114-105. 38-point fourth quarter by Toronto doesn't get it done. Portland came up really, really huge in the first quarter, 33-15. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Atlanta 113-91. They beat Charlotte at home. At home. So I don't know, man. Has Atlanta turned it around? It's time to start betting Atlanta. That's crazy. We'll see. Not pump your brakes. So
We'll see.
We'll see. Philly beat San Antonio 115-109. Another one. Dallas. They get Memphis again, bro. That seems like matchup problems for Memphis with that Dallas team, 91-104. Brooklyn, surprise, surprise, surprise. I mean, they are away. You did have Kyrie. That was 125-136. Ant-Man hits his knee, so he gets smacked, had to leave. Mm-hmm. He told David Finch, I'm all right. I'm good. Detroit, close, but no cigar, man. 111-117. Utah doing Utah things. Probably is 92-94. Probably should have drove to the basket, but they went for the win. And you give it to, Bog. It was in and out type shit. But it's probably one of those things to where maybe you wanted to tie the game, not go for it. 92-94. I tell you, some interesting games, but Trey TL, man, he's doing his thing. Jimmy Butler passed LeBron for like triple doubles now in Miami. He's good there. Orlando's starting to look a little better. I mean, they're losing games still, but they are looking better and becoming competitive. Jalen Suggs had a night. He did okay.
He's going to be good, man. That kid's got all the tools.
He does.
He's taking a little longer to come along than some of these rookies, but he's going to pan out, man. He's got a good game.
Jason Tatum had a night too. So, we're starting, like I said, this is the thing, man. You got to know when to pick your spots. You got to know, especially now. We're coming close to the All-Star break here in the next few weeks, right? About a month or so. And some of these teams are going to start to surge. You got to pick your spots, and you got to know when to take the teams and when to lay off. Came really close to taking Miami. But I decided I wasn't going to play any ball yesterday. So much shit going on. It's like, man, let me just lay off. Before we get started, man, we had a good night or good day on Friday, right? We both swept the board.
Yeah, Friday was good.
Yeah, we swept that shit. We swept it. We swept that motherfucker. So, yeah, let's continue that today, bro. Let's continue today. First game on the slate, man. New York Knicks at Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, we have Cleveland -7 over under on this game, or total on this game is 204. It's now moved to hook. It's 203.5. Laurie Markin is out. He's out, bro. Rondo's questionable. He's questionable. But I think Laurie Markkinen being out says, remember when we were talking about how RJ Barrett plays really good against smaller forwards, right? He has a game. If he can get a good big forward on him, he has problems. You do have Evan Mobley playing, right? Jarrett's going to be in the paint. You do have Kevin Love there. So this is a big team. Line was 7.5, so it's moved to hook, right? It's actually moved to hook. So people are believing in the Knicks even after this back-to-back. I kind of agree here. I kind of agree here, which is crazy. Well, I normally wouldn't say that, but it's crazy to me. It's crazy. They played an early game, and then you get on and you travel. We did used to think that the automatic play was Cleveland in first half, Cleveland first quarter. Not so much as of late. Not so much as of late, Corey. Right? So Cleveland should get up here, but I think the line is pretty large. I would talk about back-to-backs for New York, but we know Tibbs does not give two shits how many minutes you played. He will play you in 20 minutes later. You get a game in overtime, and if you got a game in 20 minutes, he'll play his starters unless you just wet the bed to where he'll sit his starters for the whole fourth quarter. I like the Knicks here, man. That's where I'm leaning toward the Knicks. We're looking at how they're playing now. They lost to New Orleans and lost to Minnesota, but they beat the Clippers just yesterday. And Cleveland, man, they've been on that winning streak as well. They beat OKC. They lost to Chicago, a decimated Chicago at that, right? This is one of these spots where I think the Knicks could maybe at least cover. May not win, but at least cover. What do you like?
Yeah, I like Cleveland here, man. I don't think Mitchell Robinson's going to play today. He sprained that ankle yesterday, left the game. It's going to be sore today. I don't think he goes. They're going to lack the size inside. Randall's not going to be able to, dominate the boards like he usually does against some teams. Yeah. Cleveland, even without Markkanen, they're stacked down low still.
They are.
Yeah, Cleveland hasn't been hitting, but I do think Cleveland first quarter is a good look here. Minus a little wide, but Garland's playing good ball right now. Cleveland's been playing the better talent. I think they keep it rolling here at home. Knicks struggle off the back-to-back. I don't know if I necessarily want to give the 7, but my lean is Cleveland here.
Yeah.
Probably Cleveland first quarter, though, if I do bet it.
We'll see. Average number right now, first quarter, New York 25.8 and Cleveland 28.5. Funny. I'll tell you this. The line is 7. I'm thinking it might just go down a hook. I promise you. That'll get me a better first quarter number, because then you're going to probably have to go at either 2 or 2.5, possibly 1.5, just depending on where the number lands. I would look at the first quarter here only because Cavs they have the rest, right? Knicks are on a back-to-back here. And then they traveled at that. So it was an early game for the Knicks. They got up and traveled. Man, yeah, I'm going to see if this number goes down. But to look this time, even though Cleveland hasn't hit it these last 2 times, this might be the spot for Cleveland to hit that first quarter, even first half here. But we'll see if the number goes down. So we are on opposite sides as far as the full game, but we do like Cleveland first quarter and first half, just as far as a look. Next game, man. Indy at New Orleans. Line on that is New Orleans -2.5. I've got a -3 now. Crazy. Total on that game is 214.5. I'll tell you, man. We know Brandon Ingram's out, right? He's out. Look at the injury report for that game. The most recent one. Let's see if we've had one that's just come in since we've done the show. Most recent report. Brogdon out. LeVert is questionable. And then you have the rest. TJ, DeMontis, Miles, TJ Warren, they're all out. Devontae Graham's questionable. I want him to play. Brandon's out, and then everybody else is out. The normal guys are out, and then you have the the two-way G League assignments. I'm telling you right now, man, this seems like it should be a New Orleans first half game. It should. It should. I want to look at the news for Devontae. If Devontae plays, I'm going to jump on New Orleans first half. I'll tell you now. New Orleans first half. The money seems like the line is moving to New Orleans' favor. I think they are a gritty team, and it wasn't until you and I started talking about New Orleans and talking it out to how well this team fights. They've had some hard games. Even still, they lost to Phoenix by 10 points. That was 2 nights ago. Golden State, they beat them in overtime. Or here I am looking at Indy again. They beat New York. So New Orleans beat New York. They lose to Boston. They lose to BK. They beat the Clippers. They beat Minnesota. They lose to Toronto. I'm telling you now, man. I'm telling you now, this looks like a New Orleans spot. Could even be wire to wire, to be honest. Could even be wire to wire. New Orleans at home. I'm probably going to jump on that. Pacers did lose to Phoenix. He did beat Golden State, who didn't have Trey or Dre, my bad. And I want to say that was the game. Yeah, that Clay rested. That was the game Clay rested. You beat the Lakers. Embarrassing loss, which got everybody kind of stirred up about people being fired if the Lakers hadn't won against Orlando the next game. Yeah, man, I think New Orleans is the side here. This could be an easy New Orleans game. You know how they play in the first half. Indiana still scores those points in the first half, but they just collapse second half. If you have Devontae Graham playing and then Karis LeVert not playing, that's crazy. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I think the injury report will play a piece, but I could care less about this game, man.
Yeah.
This Pacer team that's rolling out on the floor is G League quality. The Pelicans, for as good as their little run has been, it's been on the back of Ingram. He's been lights out lately, leading this team in scoring. They didn't look very good about a month ago without him. The offense was real stagnant without Ingram. They were trying to run it through Valanciunas. It was slow. New Orleans is the side because they're at home and they're playing 10-day contract guys, but I got no faith in this team without Brandon Ingram to actually bet on him. So
Interesting.
I think this game's at 5 o'clock. I'm going to be doing something other than watching basketball at that point.
Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded.
Yeah,
and in this case, not gold-blooded. Not gold-blooded. We will see, man. We will see. I think this is a New Orleans side here. I do. But, yeah, it's one of those things to where I'm not rushing to the window on this. We'll see how the injuries go. But I think Devontae Graham is good enough here to where if he plays and Karis sits, I could easily be on New Orleans here. But no play right now. Next game we have, man, Chicago Bulls at OKC. OKC are home dogs. Bulls getting -2. Total on that game is 215. It's moved up a hook to 215 and a half. Bulls, man. Hard to gauge this team. Hard to gauge them. You don't have Lonzo Ball. Now you don't have Grayson Allen, or you don't have Caruso because of Grayson Allen, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have Zach LaVine. Now this game is all Kobe White and DeMar DeRozan. This team, you're just losing your main people here. You're losing your main people. But they're still getting it done. They are still getting it done. After the Cleveland win, they're on a 2-game skid here. Orlando, 95-114. Chicago lost 2 on yesterday. This is a back-to-back. Milwaukee, they lose that game 90-94. I believe the line on that was 7.5, and they didn't cover. Milwaukee didn't cover. But Orlando comes in and smacks you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm telling you now, I can't play this team without their players. It's just a crapshoot at this point.
Yeah,
I was on the right side with Oklahoma City. as far as the San Antonio game, because remember, everybody was afraid that San Antonio or OKC for that matter covers spreads, right? And we both were on San Antonio -6 that game, and got it to 6.5, I believe. And they covered. They beat OKC. But they just turned around and got the spread against Cleveland, even though they lost that game. That was a large number, but they covered the spread. 8.5 against Charlotte. They didn't do that one very well. I was all on Charlotte. So it's kind of tricky to know if and when they're going to cover these spreads. I think OKC can get it done. I do. I'm a little afraid that this game, honestly, might the Bulls can just come out and just really try to put the smack on you because it's a team that you should beat. You're still trying to stay on top of the East, right? I just think that this is one of these games that the Bulls can win, but it's just not enough firepower now at this point, besides your main shooters, that's going to get it done. I don't know, man. DeRozan, Cook, DeSunmu, Kobe White, and Vooch. That's who you're rolling with, right? That's who you're rolling with. Dort, Baisley, Robinson Earl, SGA, and Josh Giddey. That's who OKC's rolling with. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is not one of these games I really want to play. Who are you looking at?
Yeah, I already told you. 5 o'clock, I'm not watching basketball. I could care less about this game as well. Chicago should get it done, man. No reason a team that good should lose back-to-back to terrible teams.
Right, right.
But they seem to either be looking very good or very bad on any given night. So the points have to come from somewhere other than DeRozan and Vuk at this point, man. Somebody's got
Yeah.
to step up and say, I can shoot threes. I can get you 15 a night.
Right, right.
They're not getting it right now from anybody.
Yeah.
And losing Caruso is big because he looked good in the one game he was back. And then Grayson Allen doing Grayson Allen things
Right.
takes the guy out. But
And
yeah,
giggled
look,
about it, bro.
huh?
He giggled about the shit, Corey.
I mean, I don't know why anybody's surprised. It's been Grayson
Yeah,
Allen since
absolutely.
his what, like 8-year career in fucking college. Like seemed
Yeah.
like he never would go anywhere. Yeah, 1 game suspension's pretty light too, considering you just cost a guy 6 to 8 weeks from surgery.
Bro. Dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy you want on your team if you got an action if you're playing, but
Mhm.
for the fans and the rest of the league, you're like,
Nah.
what's this guy doing in here, man?
Right.
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 Look, Chicago's the side here. You can't bet on OKC at only +2 because they don't win games even when they cover. They got a
Right.
hard time actually getting W's. Chicago, though, I just don't trust them enough to really bet them. Might give it a look later, but for the most part, staying away from this game.
Stay away. It is. Stay the fuck away. Last game on the slate. I don't know if you call it a nightcap. 6 o'clock game, dog. Jazz at Phoenix. Line on this is now at 9.5. Phoenix are the faves here. -9 moved -9.5. Total on this game is still the same. 222. Utah's on a back-to-back. Utah is on a fucking back-to-back. Almost beat Golden State. Phoenix has a rest advantage here. I'll tell you now, this is one game I don't really care. Looking at the slate, it just sucks today, doesn't it?
It's a bad one, man.
Yeah,
Especially for
this is
betting.
terrible.
Like,
This is fucking terrible. You might have some. Utah Jazz hasn't delivered their injury report as of yet. Only person that you have really important who's going to be out is Ayton and Jay Crowder.
mhm.
Right, Gobert might be out for Utah side, which is even worse. Donovan Mitchell's in concussion protocol.
Mhm.
I tell you, man, I liked the Jazz last year, especially on that tear they went on. This year, not so much. Utah's last 10, I think they're like 3-7. Beat Detroit, beat Denver, and beat Denver in the 5th. Phoenix should come out here and absolutely smack the shit out of Utah. Right? Absolutely
Yeah.
smack the shit out of Utah. I don't care about this game though. I might not even play it, but the side I would have would be Phoenix. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I think I'm all over Phoenix here if Gobert's out, man. Um, Gobert would kind of be that X factor without Aiton, where it's like, yeah, he could go to work, but this Utah team without Donovan Mitchell is very, very bad.
Sus.
Um, like they've just gotten lucky here from the scheduling that they've got to play Denver, the Lakers,
Yeah.
Houston, Detroit, and this Warriors team that looks like it does right now as well. Um, I think Phoenix crushes this line, man.
Well, the numbers do say so. I mean, yeah, they're winning spreads, bro. 7-3. Last 10 ATS. Surprising loss to Indy, though.
Yeah.
Or as far as the spread. They won by 10. That was 13.5.
Yeah.
They lost to Miami outright. They're 9-1 last 10. That was their only loss was Miami.
No, Phoenix should roll here, man, even without Aiton.
Yeah.
Utah's just not bringing anything to the table right now without Mitchell.
Right. And a back-to-back. And Gobert.
Back to back. And it was a tough game last night. Not a high scoring game, but it was tough.
Yeah, it was tough. That was a tough game.
Yeah, I'm very unimpressed with Utah right now. So heavy lean on Phoenix.
Yeah.
Doesn't really scare me. Might look at them first quarter, first half as well.
Wire to wire. Clarkson had floor seats. Jordan Poole put them things on him, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He sure did. So, yeah, if you're getting crossed up by Jordan Poole, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, that could be a wire-to-wire game. That could easily be a wire-to-wire game. I'm going to look at the line movement on this game because I promise you, yeah, it's up to 10 in some books. That line steamed the fuck up. It opened at 7.5.
Yeah.
It opened at 7.5, bro. Yeah, this might get to 10. I think if you're going to get Phoenix, get them now before it moves because that's probably Rudy Gobert news. That's probably
he's probably going to be out, man. He got hurt last night.
Yeah.
They're not going to push him here against Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not afraid of that number, brother. All right, let's go into our leans.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
All right, man. Official leans on the show. That's wild. I'm looking at the books now. But my official lean is going to be a regular lean. I think we're going to get there with the Cleveland first quarter. I think they can turn it around this game. Cleveland first quarter and Utah Jazz. No. Phoenix Suns, I'm sorry. Phoenix Suns full game. That line's at 10 now. It is officially at 10, and the Cleveland Cavaliers game is at 6. That's the number I was looking for right there. I don't have a first quarter number yet because they always trick this shit off. Yeah, I don't have a first quarter number just very yet for Cleveland. Those are my leans. Cleveland first quarter and Phoenix Suns plus or minus 10. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Cleveland first quarter, and then I'm gonna hold off. I think I'm gonna put the Phoenix one in here as an official pick.
Yeah, it seems like I need to jump on that myself.
I'll take the lean on Cleveland first quarter. And then yeah, I think we're gonna make the other one. We're gonna lock it in.
All right. Official plays. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have?
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
Nothing official for me right now, but I really feel I need to jump on Phoenix. That 3 points, bro, 7.5, and this is going to probably get to 10.5 once the public gets a hold of this, and then it'll probably level back out at 10. I don't. This could get to 11, right? So 10, even 9.5 in some cases is a good number. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Phoenix minus 10. I'm gonna do it. What do you got, brother? That is official.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I just locked it in. Phoenix -10. I will be looking, not official, but I do think they take this from start to finish, depending on what that first quarter, first half line looks like. I might be looking at Phoenix trifecta.
Yeah, I took the -10. That is official. Official play for both of us is Phoenix -10. And I mean, that Cleveland number is going down a lot, a lot. That's something to look at. All right, man. This is Getting in the Green with the Perfect Strangers. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel as we try to be the first one. Early bird gets the worm, man. At least talk the games out, right? Could be a lot of moving parts happening, but we always want to make sure we give you some good looks. Let's continue the streak, bro. We had a pretty good week altogether last week.
It was a good week.
Pretty good week, man. A
Got a
good
strong
bounce back.
month going too, man. Got a strong month. We got a strong month going here in January.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get that spreadsheet going. Probably just show it once a month or once a week or so when we end the week out, since we don't do anything on the weekends. But yeah, we had a great, great, great week. I think I only lost 2 games as far as official plays. Yeah, this was a crazy week. Crazy week. This is Getting in the Green. Like and subscribe. Look down below. We got all our shit down there. Corey, man, it's been another good day. Another good day. We will see you on tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.